The Mansfield Business Alliance recently released their list of 40 under 40. Now, these are 40 people who are under the age of 40, who are the next generation of leaders here in Mansfield. They are executives, they are CEOs, they are business owners, entrepreneurs, they are ordinary people like you and me. And in the studio today is a local creative force here in Mansfield who is most noted for being behind the camera, yet being in front of the community spotlight. She was the visionary executive director behind Mansfield's very own Hello Mansfield. She was the storytelling mind at 063 Studios and the woman who turned everyday moments into cinematic magic. We will find out momentarily about her jump from video production into entrepreneurship. We say hello to Bryce George.
Hi, Steve. It's weird to be on this side of the camera.
You are always on the back side of the camera and always telling people what to do and where to sit and
bossy just a little bit.
You and I were a part of Hello Mansfield for a moment.
We were.
And Bryce again was the executive director and I left the production and then you left the production but you took a jump from production to entrepreneurship.
I did.
Tell me about Testimony Creative.
Sure. So I, was at the studio for, 3.5 years and gained so much experience from that and really loved every minute of it. But I kind of was at a pivotal point in my life, in my career, to where, the studio had given me so much, but I was wanting something a little different. And, I've been running a company for someone for the last 2 years. And I was like, why don't I run my own company?
Yeah.
So the meaning behind Testimony Creative is, it took me about 3 months to create that name. And, have filmed actual testimonials with clients along with them sharing their story with me. And, my brand is my tagline is helping tell your brand's true story.
Yeah.
And so my purpose, my goal is to help others tell their testimony, tell their story. And I'm kind of getting the chance to tell my own now. So
there you go. And what does it mean to you to be a 40 under 40, one of the 40 elite?
Yeah. Well, cool thing is I was part of, I don't know, you want to call it the founding board or something like that. I was elected for the MBA board in March of 2024. Mm-hmm. And so really got to lead that on. I was I guess you could say the youngest on the board too, which that typically is common. I'm the youngest at the table, which that's okay. And, have really been able to be part of helping lead that, helping grow that. So to just be part of the 40 under 40 with such incredible people alongside of me, it just, it just kind of was full circle. You
mentioned being the youngest in the group because if I recall correctly, you started as an intern at... Well, even before it was 063.
Long story.
and that led all the way up to executive producer and basically general manager.
Yeah. So I started at 20.
At 20 years old.
Yeah.
That makes you about, 45 now? Or
Basically, yeah. I've losing like about 20 years of life up now. I'm 24 now and, started running that facility at 22. So, I mean, I say it humbly, like I don't know anybody else or any other situation to where a 22-year-old would have that kind of freedom. It also came with a lot of responsibility, but it really helped get me to where I am today.
So in 4 years, 20 to 24 years old, from intern to executive director, what do you feel was your biggest challenge in your career?
Truthfully I always was a self-starter, still am, but it is learning how to be direct and to, speak your mind professionally. But I think I struggled a lot with that, with just probably my youth and, learning on the job kind of situation. So trying to be direct and not be concerned about feelings and things of that nature.
Learn how to say no.
Yeah. People hire me to give them, a certain type of product. And so, there's certain things that we see that we know that to get to that product. So it's just being able to communicate that.
Let's talk about work-life balance.
Sure.
Now, 24, I do see a ring on you. Are you married?
No, not yet.
Okay.
No.
So, how do you balance what you do at work versus what you do not at work?
Sure. I have worked the 80-hour work weeks.
Sure.
And, I know that's going to be part of it, of starting a business as well.
That's actually one of the nice things about being an entrepreneur is that you get to pick and choose which 12 hours a day you want to work.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, I have done the thing to where the career is number one, and I'm kind of at a point in my life to where I'm ready to make my career to where it can allow me to make my family and my friends and my personal life my number one. So we're trying to get there.
Around the community, because you didn't get from intern to executive producer to entrepreneur by yourself. Who were some of the influences that helped you along the way? Yeah,
so I would definitely say just in general, the team at 063. And as far as some, personal people who have really helped me, I will specifically say Lynn Rozak, owner of the Sunshine Yoga Shack. She's just been a great support for me. And, a lot of the members and my board members of the MBA, it's just crazy how we all support each other. There's others that are in my industry as well. And they just, it's never about competition. It's just about supporting each other. And then just people wanting to support me in my business. It's just, and they've kind of seen me from, being the intern to running the studio to where I am now. And just that kind of support really is appreciated.
It's good to have a team.
It is.
And not just a work team, but a
community.
A community team.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Exactly.
Let's talk about young Bryce. All right. So you're 24. Let's go back to 10-year-old Bryce.
Yeah.
Knowing what you know now,
sure.
What advice would you give to a 10-year-old Bryce?
To say yes to more opportunities that came along the way. I think a lot of people can, relate to that just from being scared from, I think the biggest thing is a lot of us, I don't love change. I am very comfortable with routine and having something that I expect. And, sometimes when you make yourself uncomfortable and you take that change, that's when the greatest things can come about. So, yeah.
Change is good.
It is good. Yeah.
Tell me more about Testimony Creative and how you developed and eventually launched your business.
Sure. So, with Testimony, so if we want to do the pitch of my services, it's social media, website design, logo design, PR coaching, Google and Meta ads, some space rentals. And, it all came about from, things that I have learned at the studio and then things outside of the studio. My degree, the funny thing is my degree is advertising and PR, which, my intern and my career turned into video production very quickly, just how things played out. But I kind of get to really utilize my video production background, my advertising background, my PR background now. And my biggest thing is that my target audience are the small businesses. I've worked with the Mausers, the Bloomfield Homes, the Texas Health Mansfields, and they're fabulous. But small businesses, just like myself, it's the lifeline of our community, and they need support too. And at the end of the day, I say this, that, hiring me is more affordable than, say, hiring a full-time marketing manager or something like that for your business. So if I can just offer some expertise, offer some help just to get them to that next level, that's what I'm here for.
To conclude the interview, I always like to open up the microphone to you.
Sure.
If you have any shout outs, any thanks, any words of advice, the microphone is yours.
Thank you, Steve. Well, I guess you could call my words wise. I don't know if I'm there yet or anything, but the biggest thing I would say is that you are not going to know if you're capable of doing something unless you try it. And, failure doesn't mean that you aren't good at what you're doing. It means that you're trying. And I know you've probably heard that a lot of times from different people on the internet and stuff, but it really is true, and it's pivotal. And I think that's how these small businesses are successful and have been around so long. And my biggest shout out is that I want to say thank you to the MBA family, because that's how I was nominated for 40 Under 40. And I want to say thank you to my whole experience at 063 Studios, because that also helped me get to where I am. So
there you go.
There you go.
Bryce George, 40 Under 40. Congratulations.
Thank you, Steve.
And thanks for being on About Mansfield.
Of course. Loved it.